where we live our lives. You know, lots of things happen to us every day. Opportunities, moments when we can make a difference. Somebody makes fun of somebody, and we could ignore it, or we might say, you know, that's probably not fair because I know that person, and that person is really different than the way you're describing them. Are we willing, do we have the courage to speak up when someone is demeaned and we know it's unfair and not good? What about in our work settings where someone is being taken advantage of? Someone's being used unfairly by colleagues or a particular colleague. Are we willing to speak up, or do we think, oh, I better mind my own business? I probably shouldn't get in the middle of this. But I think in all honesty, as we grow and mature, sometimes we need to say something. We need to say, I really don't like the way I see you relating to that person. Kind of looks like you're using that individual to me. Do we have the strength, the courage to say what needs to be said? I think in the same way, in the political culture of the time in which we live, we are watching so many things unfold right now in our culture that it's hard to take it all in. We're watching news stories about the tragedy at Benghazi. And we're watching news stories about the Zimmerman Trayvon Martin trial. We're watching news stories about terrorism and the killing of Christian ministers in Syria. There is so much going on in our own culture and in the world, and we have feelings about these things, about how people should be responding or handling these great challenges of our time. We are entitled to say the good word, to speak the word of care and concern into the political process of our own culture. We should be able, in the communities where we live, to speak the good word of charity and concern for each other. Some of these political processes touch our neighbors and how they will be able to survive and live. Others touch us and make a difference. We need to understand what it means to be people who bring care, compassion into the settings where we live, and not be afraid to speak the good word. Today, I guess I would invite all of you to think about this week. This morning, our prayer of confession had that phrase, self-indulgence. Will we think about self? Will we think about others? How will we live our life? Not just for ourselves, but for others. Can we make a difference? Can we change? Can we be the leader of change? Can we open people's eyes to do things differently? Can we be helpful in eliminating racial tension and hatred and misunderstanding? Can we be helpful in eliminating words that demean each other and make fun of each other? Can we be helpful in helping people be less judgmental? Can we be helpful when it comes to people using each other to accomplish their own needs? Can we change people? Can we speak up? There are a multitude of ways that we are invited to share our faith and to make a witness and to be prophetic. In fact, that reading from 2 Kings calls us all prophets, asked to be prophetic by the way we live, what we do, what we say, to make that difference for the goodness of each other and of the world in which we live. May it be so. Let us pray.